Hey guys, it's Kelsey. I'm back with another scrapbooking process video, and again we are working through some of my Maggie Holmes stash. So I have my 6x8 paper pad of Carnival, right? I think it's Carnival, and some chipboard embellishments from Carnival. So I'm really trying to get those used up. The chipboard sheet has a little carousel with a horse on it, and because this particular picture is me standing on stage in front of the carousel, they're cleaning it before the show for that scene. If you've seen the show, you'll recognize it. But I thought it was just the perfect time for me to get that embellishment used up. There's a lot of really themey stuff in Carousel that are carnival themed, and it overlaps really well with the show because there's a literal carousel in the show. There's a lot of ticket ephemera, which I also think is perfect because it's a show you have to buy tickets for. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to use some of the more difficult things from this collection up because I actually had a literal way to use it. I'm not sure where this 12 by 12 came from, but it coordinated with what I was trying to use. I was really trying to pull in a lot of these pinks and blues for this page. So I pulled it from my stash. I'm pretty sure I bought this paper specifically to go with these products because I didn't have any 12 by 12s for this collection. Excuse me. So that's my goal. I am inking everything in black. I matted my photo on white, and then I'm thinking about having this blue and pink floral be one of my larger mats. And then I have this striped pink and blue that I think would be really nice as a vertical column. So I'm kind of creating that L design here. I wanted another layer between the white cardstock and the blue and pink floral. So I am going in with this pink scrap. I really like how the pink separates the white from this kind of multicolor floral. And I think that kind of gives some definition to the photo, but that's all I'm doing. I'm pretty much going through my scraps. Anything that is in this light pink and blue color scheme, I'm pulling in. I don't have any stickers or any other embellishment other than the chipboard. But like I said, the chipboard is very themey, and I want to use up some of the things that are specific that will be more difficult for me to use later on while I have a chance to use it now. So now I have a couple mats around my photo. I know I'm going to have that stripe as a vertical column, but I'm just trying to figure out, I want a little bit more around the photo before I get to that. There's this scrap of this gold floral that I thought would be really nice to have some pops because a couple of the pattern papers have some gold foiling, and the chipboard pieces I know I'm going to use have some gold glitter on them. So I wanted a little bit of gold around the page. So I took an opportunity to use that scrap. And again, just inking everything. I'm happy with how that's looking. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this stuff down. So I have that and my little banner across the bottom. And now my floral bit. And now I think I'm going to go ahead and get the striped glued down. I decided not to run it edge to edge. I just wanted it tucked in the page a little bit, so you'll see what I mean. Usually when I do this vertical column, I run it across the entire page, but for whatever reason, I was really liking how it looked like this. So that's the proportion I'm going to keep. And now I decided I'm going to go ahead and stick down this little carousel because I know right where I want it to go. I want it pointing towards me in the photo, where the horse's head is kind of pointing towards me. So I stuck it down there. And I like how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and stick down the columns. I'm trying to do this in a way where I can get both of these pieces stuck down. Again, I'm working with a 6x8 paper pad, so I'm kind of having to play with my gaps to stretch these papers and make them look a little longer than they are. But yeah, now that I have that, I'm really liking how it's looking. I'm going to go ahead and stick down my other chipboard sheet, which is this little ticket that says Big Smiles. And then I really wanted to use this scrap of this zebra print. It's in the color scheme because it's a blue zebra, and they're kind of like a zebra carousel almost. But I really wanted that scrap on this page too, so you'll see me kind of stick that in the side once I get the main bulk of this glued down. But I'm happy with how it's looking. I'm going to go ahead and stick it to the background, and then I will go ahead and stick this little zebra bit to the side. I really wanted to get a scrap of that paper on here. I only had a little bit left. But I really like how that's looking. I see a lot of layers going out horizontally and really just the striped paper running vertically. So I do want to add another pattern paper to run vertical as well. You see that swan paper again. It looks like a swan on a carousel. So I went ahead and decided that would be another one that's kind of a themey thing. And while there's a literal carousel in my picture, I want to get those types of things used up. So I'm going to stick that in on top of the stripe as another vertical layer running behind the photo. So again, just inking that. I'm going to stick that down. I think I'm almost done with my paper layers, but there's not a whole lot of embellishment I do because there's a lot of pattern paper going on. I didn't want it to look super busy. I really loved the chipboard pieces that was getting used up. So once I kind of get my paper layers down, that's really all I have to do. I'm trying to keep these more simple because my goal on these pages this month is to get this older stash used. So I'm trying not to make it too difficult in making it super clustery because I already am having a difficult time using these embellishments for these collections. So yeah, after I think I'm just adding a scrap of this light blue as another horizontal bit. And then I think I go back to my chipboard sheet and try to pull out a few more things if I'm not mistaken. But I think I do my title first. So I'm just trying to remember what order I did all of this stuff in. But I think I'm doing pretty good about remembering to ink everything. I really like that black edge around everything because there's so much black in my photo. I kind of wanted to pull that out to these layers. And because a lot of these layers are the same types of colors, inking everything in black really helps it stand apart from the rest of the pattern paper so they just don't all blend together. But I have these really sweet, I think they are Pink Fresh Studio Puffy Alphas. Christina sent these to me with my P13 kit last year, and I've still been hoarding them. But I really like them because they're a really nice white with just a small bit of gold detail. And I thought that would be perfect on this page. So I'm just titling it On Stage because I'm on stage for Cavalia Edicio. This is another time where we kind of had a gap in our work. And so Benoit decided just to give me a grand tour of the place. So he took me backstage and kind of showed me how it works behind the scenes because while the show's going on, I'm still in the barn and they have TVs so we can watch on stage. I get to watch the show every night just so I know where they are at so I can be ready when the riders come back with horses and have to switch out and stuff. But it was really cool getting to be on stage and actually seeing it. At this point, I don't think I've seen the show. Working for Cavalia, I got to see the show for free, but I waited like a really long time to do it because I wanted to get tickets for my whole family to watch it with me when I did see the show. And that ended up being a really fun Christmas surprise for them. So I still have that page. I need a scrapbook when my family all came. But here are the close-ups. I just wanted to give you a little bit of the story, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.